Welcome to another episode of What Talent Podcast. This your girl, Lady J. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back, and I have a special guest here with us today.
Hey.
He goes by You, Soul, Love.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. How you doing today?
I feel amazing, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity of having me here.
Of course.
Absolutely.
How you come up with that name?
I always used to go by YSL, the Kid Young Stetson Leon. Stetson Leon is my original name. People always had a hard time with it, so they always called me the Kid Young Stet. As I got older, I started tapping into like fashion design. Yves Laurent was like one of my favorite designers, so I always went by like YSL. So I wanted to kind of incorporate it, like how can I give back to the people? Still having that young in my name, I switched it to youth. I always believed in like put your heart and soul into everything, and God is love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, where you from?
Houston, Texas.
Houston.
Originally, H-Town. H-Town representative. Been doing this for a long time.
A long time? What's a long time?
Next year be my 10th year, I would say, in the industry.
Okay.
Like officially like going super hard for 10 years, putting out albums, doing shows, producing my own shows, music videos. So next year's my 10-year anniversary.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how you feel about it?
I feel amazing. I feel like I've learned so much. I've been through so many like trials and tribulations where it's an amazing standpoint to be in as an independent artist. I've learned so much about the music industry. I've learned so many music industry connects. So it's been a blessing just to be on this journey and still keep going.
So how do you feel about you as an artist compared to everybody else? Do you listen to everybody else's music, or you just be isolated from everybody else?
Sometimes when I'm around like the albums, I kind of isolate myself, but music is like my love, my passion. So I'm always listening to either like old music for samples, and then to stay in that creative realm, to keep up, not to even say keep up, but to be on that same mental space as my peers. I listen to some of my favorites, some of the people who inspired me.
Like who?
That's always a crazy question. I always go with like the Geminis, which is, I'm a Gemini. June 19th is my birthday. So I always go with like Kanye, Andre 3000, Tupac.
Sound like a radical.
Jadakiss.
Okay.
I always go with the Geminis, but then I also love Pharrell as well.
Okay, he's a good producer.
Yeah. Can't forget Kanye. I don't know if I said Kanye West,
You
but
definitely did.
Yeah. Can't
It was
forget
the
Ye.
first one.
Yeah, definitely. Ye is definitely like one of my biggest inspirations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up in Houston, how did that like help your sound?
I think living in Houston, going through the trials and tribulations, growing up, learning how to write in my notepad, actually like taking the time to like, study the game in Houston. The culture kind of just like is in me. I grew up in the city, so I know the places to eat, to go get your hair cut, Slab Sundays, the popping, the sneaker events and different things like that. So I think I'm just Houston culture. It's kind of like eating the same thing every day. So I think it's always incorporated in my music because it's like the lifestyle for me.
Are you from Mo City, 3rd Ward, 5th Ward?
I'm from the Southeast. So if you already know where like Hobby Airport is, I'm from that area. But I lived around Houston. I lived in Greens Point. I lived on Southwest. Got family in Mo City. Just been around the city my whole life. Greens Point, all of that.
So what made you want to get into music?
I was really dabbling into the fashion design, and I was going to college, and really my professor was just like, yo, I know you have like another passion. What is your passion? And when I was younger, I used to kind of like write a lot. I was really like, my mom was like, if you upset, if you frustrated, go write. If you was happy, if you want to, act like you bored, go write. So I really started tapping into my pen, and my poetry actually turned into like rhythm and poetry, as far as like rapping and stuff like that. So I just took full advantage of it, and when I got to that proper age, I started incorporating the fashion with the music. So I was trying to think of like, how can I incorporate my brand where it's just like a fashion art music brand. So music just happened to be one of the best options to kind of put the fashion, put the art into it. I think it just I think it just worked out perfect.
Yeah. So this new album that you have, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of it so everybody can know?
Black Yves Saint Laurent 2. It's the second follow-up. If you go do your research, I had one of the best albums in 2020, Black Yves Saint Laurent 1. It was definitely trying to like showcasing my personality. Everybody always asks like, what's the inspiration behind the album? The album is inspired by the cologne. It's the cologne that I put on
And expired.
And it's inspired. Like the whole album is inspired like off the cologne.
Okay, so what kind of scent does it get off?
It's a dark scent. It's what I got on now. Everybody always asks me like, yo, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? And I always say like Black Yves Saint Laurent, because it's like a mood. It's like my nighttime mood. So when you listen to the album, because people always know me for being like this positive, motivational, not so much darkness in my album. So when I dropped the Black Yves Saint Laurent collection, it's kind of like a mood.
So how many songs is on the album?
On this one, I think we're at like 10. On the last one, I did 7.
Okay, so what made you, like, how was the process of choosing your songs throughout this album?
I actually just went through maybe like recording like 30 songs as soon as I moved to Atlanta. And I was kind of pivoting off of like, all right, what touches me, what sounds good. And then I would go back to listen to the first one, compare and contrast, like, let me line up these 7, let me line up these 10. I wanted to deliver to the people to kind of like give them a better reaction. So I just really kind of just sent it out to my people, my fans, my little core group, as far as like my team. And they was just hitting me back. Was just like, yo, this song is fire. Yo, this song is fire.
Right.
This song is fire. This song should be the single. You should do a video to this. That way, so I'm not so selfish with my creative control.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what should fans expect from this album? What's different from the part 2 than part 1?
I think with part 1, I kind of was just kind of throwing it out there. It was just like, yo, shit, I'm spraying it. Now I'm outside. I think this one is kind of just like, I want to open up a little bit more. I want to talk about the situations that's going on in my life. I don't want to just look good, smell good. Let me tell y'all what's really going on behind the wardrobe, behind the scent. Yeah, so I think dealing with certain situations that I've been going with like for the last 4 or 5 years since the last one, I just really wanted to kind of dedicate to everything that I lost and everything that I'm inspired to be in the future.
Now, what's your favorite song on the album?
Whew. That's a hard one, cause I feel like they all like my babies. They all like my little chapters in my book. But going down the line, I gotta say Elevation, which is really, really doing good in the world. Set the record straight. Blind Leading the Blind is amazing, and Sex Is. But I think out of all of those, I would definitely have to say Sex Is.
Sexy?
Sex Is.
Oh, okay.
Like sex is on your mind?
Sex Is?
Yeah, Sex Is.
Okay.
Yeah, Sex Is ...
Do you have any features on there?
Yeah, my boy Brax, he was on the first one, Black Yves Saint Laurent 1. So I wanted to bring back that feature, man, and kind of showcase his growth. He's been doing his own thing. Shout out to my brother who is Brax, phenomenal artist, and I kind of feel like I've been around his growth as a rapper. From Mobile, Alabama, but he kind of transferred to Atlanta. So I would definitely say he's an Atlanta transplant. He's definitely an Atlanta artist. And the people respect him. They love his come up. So I kind of just want to showcase my brother from that. But other than that, I kind of collaborate with producers.
Producers?
Yeah, I really don't collaborate with a lot of artists. I collaborate with producers right now.
Is it a reason why you don't?
It's just I never wanted to be on anybody's time.
Okay.
I never wanted to like wait for a feature. I never wanted to be like, I gotta hold my album up because this feature's coming in. And some of the features that I did in the past already kind of like changed my life. I feel like they already gave me that excitement. So I've always wanted to like, all right, I got the feature that I wanted. Now let me just kind of focus on myself and let the world know who I am as an artist.
So do you have any like producers that you ever want to work with that you ever thought about?
Absolutely. I definitely want to work with Pharrell. He's always been one of my biggest inspirations. So P, if you hearing this, man, definitely time. And we're gonna say Jayla made it happen. But Pharrell Williams, I would say Kanye West, Swiss Beats, Timbaland. Who else?
I listen to a few of your songs, and I hear a lot of 808s on there. What you think about like Hitmaker or something like that?
Hitmaker would be super dope. I think our collaboration would be really, really dope.
Yeah.
I think Hitmaker would be dope. I know it sounds crazy. We in Atlanta, but I think Southside is really, really special.
That's
from
Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southside. Shout out to Southside, man. I love his sound. His sound is like incredible. There's a guy named Honorable C Note. He's super dope. I gotta say this because I always been a fan of his work and his creativity, but Sonny Digital, I think a lot of people don't talk about Sonny. He's from Atlanta. Sonny Digital is definitely a genius. He's worked on a lot of great things like Travis Scott, Don Toliver.
Okay. All
But
right.
Sonny Digital, shout out to Sonny. He's been doing this thing for a long time.
When people listen to this album, what story or message you think they gonna leave with?
The key element, and it even starts in the album, is elevation. Like, always starting at the lowest point, but then kind of rising up. I want them to hear it and be like, wow, I feel motivated. Wow, I really understand more of him now. And I feel like I'm on a rise. You know, I feel motivated. So I think I want the listeners to also be taken away where it's like, damn, I'm inspired off this guy. I'm inspired off this album. These little 10 songs really kind of made me feel all types of ways. So I really feel like motivated and inspired.
Do you feel like you always are new artists nowadays have to find some type of club banger, like you got to be something that got to be in the club, or you feel like you just gonna be authentic to yourself?
Authenticity to myself is I am, even though I'm not in the club as much, my energy still has that club. You know, I still grew up off of Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Okay.
Crime Mob, Stilettos, Pumps, you know what I'm saying? I still got that in me. So I always love to showcase that like I can take it to the club. And even my club records are really, really strong commercial records.
Okay.
Where you can kind of hear them in the club, you can hear them on the radio. But I don't feel like you have to. I think if you're just being authentic, just be yourself and just let the world know where your emotions at, where you lie at as an artist.
Okay. Do you feel like the times that we're in, do you feel like you have to kind of gravitate towards social media and put more stuff out on social media than, you know, back in like the early 2000s, social media was obsolete. So how you feel about that?
As an artist in these times, I really, really feel like that is the cubicle. Social media is the cubicle. You have to get up and report to that cubicle. Well, if it's 3 times a week, once a month, where you have to go post and let social media know that you're active, let them know what you're doing. So I really feel like that's a key component in the music industry right now. And I think that's a tool that we have a blessing on, because back in the day when they were selling CDs, they were spending a lot of money like on billboards and the posters on the street. Nowadays, we don't really have to do that. We can go straight to our phone, upload it for free, versus paying for them expensive, posters on the street, and different things like that. Spinning up a lot of merch just to let them know. I don't know if people remember the street teams being in the street with the signs saying this album is coming soon, with a bunch of dudes with the same hoodie on. Now you don't got to do that. Now you can really just attack it with the right social media presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell the people how your process is, not like step by step, but like, do you choose to write the song first, or do you listen to the beat, or how that go?
I really have to sit down and let the beat catch me. In the earlier days, I used to write, and then whenever I found a beat to match what I wrote to, I would do it like that. Now I'm in the essence of recording myself. A lot of the production is behind myself or my in-house team when it comes to beats. So I kind of like to make the music as I go, where I'm recording, and not giving them too much of the recipe, but just recording the song as is and not writing before. I'm kind of like going with the flow of the right now, where there's just no writing and just letting it all work out through mental.
Okay. Is there any Houston artists you would like to work with?
Beyonce, of course. B, you already know. I'm ready.
Of course,
polished. I'm ready. But everybody always run to like that first, and I gotta say she's the queen of Houston. But we always forget about Solange.
Solange is nice.
Solange is like,
she's nice.
Solo, I'm ready. You So Love and Solange collab. We need that. Everybody always try to go for Big Sis.
Yeah.
I just really want to go with like something that's gonna match my aesthetic, and I really feel like Solange is incredible. I feel like she's kind of like, I feel like I'm the male Solange of Houston. It's like I'm super creative. When I pop out, but I'm not really talked about as much until you actually see what I got going on.
So how do you feel like you need to, or how can you grab people's attention for you to be popping out like that?
I think collaborations with artists like that on that level, like a Solange. I really feel like Don Toliver is amazing. I don't know if the world is caught on. If not, y'all are late. But Don Toliver is amazing. And I think just really stepping into like a new level for me, but not getting out of my element. You know, not trying to do something where it's like, what is he doing? Like, why is he collaborating with this artist? But if I can come off the top, I would definitely say Solange and Don Toliver right now.
Okay. Okay. Now, what challenges you had to face while you was making this album?
Ah, man. Whew.
It's deep. I got him.
Yeah, you got me on that one. So when I originally came from Houston, Texas, I packed up everything. I moved my family, and we moved straight to Douglasville. I unpacked all of my stuff, started recording, started thinking about the concepts. One thing about Douglasville, Georgia is really, really beautiful, so I needed some peace of mind. But in a sense, I was going through like a bad breakup, divorce, losing my kids. My dad, I brought my dad out here from Houston, Texas. He was homeless, so I was trying to do the right thing as his son. I was trying to take care of him and make sure he was okay, while trying to succeed in my career. And my dad ended up passing away this year. He had a heart attack.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so it was a lot. Lost my family, I lost my house, and I tried to go back home to kind of reset. And when I got back home, my stepfather, he blew up in a gasoline explosion. Yeah, so it's been a kind of like a crazy year. So it took a lot of strength to drop this album, because I was kind of like at my lowest point. And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, what can I do to kind of get out of this funk? Because my career has been like a very blessed, successful one. Before this year, everything has been going great. Everything has been lining up, but this year really kind of like dragged me back a few steps. So I had to really push myself. I had to really build my confidence up. You know, losing everything that God had blessed me with, and now I was kind of like on my own, trying to figure out what was next. I think music was my only option.
It sounded like you was going through a lot.
Still going through a lot. This just only happened like 4 or 5 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm still putting the face on. I'm still putting the mask on, and still saying like, yo, y'all go check out my music. Go listen and get inspired. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got all this chaotic static going on, I'm still out here putting on for the love of music.
So you going through all this stuff, not to get into all your
Let's get into it. That's all we here.
not to get
I ain't
deep
sitting in
into
Atlanta traffic for nothing. We here now.
So why don't you make like a love song about, you know, what you went through?
Yeah.
Like a ballad type thing.
I'm tapping into that.
Okay.
You know, you got to go through it.
And
You know,
then-
you know what I'm
I
saying?
got
Shake
you.
it off and be like, all right, now I'm ready to talk about it.
Okay.
So I think in the future, I think it's definitely coming where I'm gonna definitely switch up my style and really pour more into this next album. But Black Yves Saint Laurent 2 was kind of just like, let me crack the door a little bit, just to let the world know a little bit more. So the next album, I'm gonna open the door and just like let it all out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So how many albums you got in total?
Man, I think this is like my 9th.
Your 9th album.
Yeah,
Okay.
my catalog is filled with like maybe like 120 songs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been working at my craft for a long time. It's been a blessing.
So which out of all those 9 albums that you had, which one was the most challenging besides this one? Sound like because you went through the most with
Yeah,
this one.
I would definitely say this one, Black Yves Saint Laurent 2, because it was glitz and gold and glitter, you know, on the journey of making these albums. I felt so excited, but when you get to that highest point and God just started stripping away people and personal items and your house and your kids and stuff like that, it's a trial and tribulation. So I would definitely say in the hardest times I never faced so much, and still had to deliver when it comes to like my listeners and my fans. So
Is your family still out here or they moved back to Houston?
my kids are in Florida right now. My mom is in Houston, and yeah, I'm just out here on my own, just trying to figure it out for the reset.
Do you get to see them at least?
Yeah, of course. I just see my kids. We have an amazing time. I'm a phenomenal dad. They love their father, so shout out to my kids, and they are my heart.
How many kids are we talking?
4 total, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Oh, you got an even balance.
Yeah. So I'm good. I'm gone. I'm done.
You
It's
say
a
you
wrap.
snip.
I'm snip. I'm snip. It's a wrap. So it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing, and now I can kind of like focus on my craft and my career, because it's been crazy trying to get over the hurdles, be a dad, be an artist, travel around. But it's been a blessing. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good.
Do you feel like any of your kids will want to follow your path?
Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely see my sons because even on their gaming time, they still be thinking about beats. And my son Quest, shout out to my boy, he always trying to show me like that he makes beats and what song he knows, and he always asks me trivia questions about music. So I'm glad that's like, you know, like he got to see his dad, you know, deliver in his career. And now he's inspired by that.
Are they young? How young are they?
My oldest is 18. 9, 6, and 1. Marie, Quest, Phoenix, and Santana.
You said 1?
Yeah, 1. My baby girl, my last one.
You just pushed that one out.
Yeah, that one that's my new baby. That's the last of the dying breed. And it's beautiful. Some of my kids, well, most of my kids, they got names after like music. Like A. Marie was like one of my favorite singers.
Don't nobody talk about her.
Everybody kind of forget about A. Marie, but I'll make sure my daughter had a name. Quest was a Tribe Called Quest. Yeah. Phoenix, he kind of skipped the music, but Santana, Carlos Santana, Joel Santana. So.
Oh, not you a Joel Santana fan.
Of course. Dipset definitely inspired me to the most. So.
So let me ask you: do you feel like everyone experience soul love? Or they only experience, it only happens once in a lifetime?
I think it only happens once in a lifetime, and then once you get it, you trying to find it again. So I think everybody experiences that soul love, that character where they know that they connect with mind, body, and soul. But I feel like you only get it once in a lifetime. And then when you lose it, you trying to find it again, but you're never gonna find it.
Do you feel like that person that you found that soul love with is the person you're supposed to always be with, and y'all, you know, separate for a minute, grow a little bit, and then y'all come back together? Or are you just supposed to just?
It depends on what the situation is, but I feel like if that's your soulmate, that person should at least know, and y'all don't necessarily have to be together.
Yeah.
But that person should definitely know, like, yo, that's my soul love, that's my soulmate.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you've been out here for a year now?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Okay. What connections have you made out here so far?
It's amazing, man. Shout out to my manager, Ruben Wood, man. He like one of the best out here in Atlanta, man. I think last week he introduced me and connected me with like one of the best songwriters, Sean Garrett.
Yeah, he good.
Sean Garrett is like the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to pay homage because I see myself in that view of just like writing songs, and then the world kind of figuring out. And Sean Garrett has did some amazing work.
Okay.
So shout out to Sean Garrett, shout out to Ruben Wood. I had a situation with Zaytoven where I was going to sign with Zaytoven.
Okay.
It's been a lot of great people. Ludacris, I was going to sign to DTP a few years back. So I got a chance to meet like some really, really great people out here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I went to an interview and I was sitting down talking to this older man, and he was telling me about his music stuff, and it actually happened to be Sleepy Brown's dad, Sleepy Brown from the Dungeon Family Outcast. So it's been like amazing just meeting these people and just connecting the dots.
So do you feel like when people listen to your song, this is the type of song they can listen to in the shower, this is the type of song they can listen in the car, like what vibe you feel like they can listen to it best at?
When I be seeing my music pick up on playlists, on Apple Music, sometimes it's like the workout playlist.
Okay.
Sometimes it's kind of just like the love playlist, or it's like the football playlist.
Okay.
So I definitely think it's not in one realm. I think it can go in the strip club. It can go for working out. It can go for when you cleaning up your house or you want to take a shower real quick. You getting ready with your girls. You know, I think you could play it in the car. When it comes to that R&B vibe, I think you could play it in the car when you with your significant other. So I think it's all around music for the world, and I think that's why my whole thing is kind of like inspire the world, because my music is not just for like, oh, this is just for trap.
Right.
You know, so I think it's basically for the world.
Okay. So when you do your music, right?
Yeah.
And then you want to get people to grab your attention, like when you want to grab somebody's attention, is it anything that says soul love? Like what, you know how you listen to Zaytoven, this is his beat. Like, you know it's his beat. How would somebody know this is your song without even, like, looking at the name?
I would definitely say our vocal tone. If you know my voice, you definitely gonna hear my voice and be like, oh, I know who that is. I would say my ad libs.
Okay.
I think I picked that up off of Jeezy. I think Jeezy was like one of the best ad lib rappers out of Atlanta. So I really always focused on my ad libs. And just the sound of my beats.
Okay.
I think when you listen to all of my collection of projects, you would be like, all right, this is a Soul Love. This sound like Soul Love. This sound like you Soul Love on this beat, on this production. So I think those three right there really set the tone where you kind of know it's me. And then visual-wise, when you see me, you're going to be like, oh, I know who that is.
Okay. Can you let the people know where they can find your music? Also, with your music videos, Instagram, whatever you need to send, and make sure you look at the camera and do it.
Yo, what up, world? You already know it's your boy, You So Love. We here in Atlanta. Make sure y'all go check me out everywhere at You So Love, where it's Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, all over the world. Youth, Y-O-U-T-H, So Love. And make sure y'all go check out my merch that's dropping soon at Youth So Love World. It's coming.
You heard it here first. This your girl, Lady J. I'd like to say peace to you.
Yo, and Lady J, thank you so much for having me again. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, of course. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you,
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Be a part of your journey.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully next time you come on here, you'll be more, healed.
Yeah, in a better headspace.
Yeah, because I know you're going through a lot, but you know. We appreciate you, though.
Nah, thank you so much for even allowing me to come through while I'm going through this crazy time and triumph, and just express my emotions and let the world know what I got going on.
Yeah, make sure y'all go check out his album.
Yeah, Black Yves Saint Laurent 2 is out now by the world's best, You So Love.
Thank you for watching What Talent Podcast. This is your girl, Lady J. I would like y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our Patreon. Exclusive content will be coming on Patreon, available soon.